Tensions between Venezuela and the United States have reached a boiling point after President Nicolás Maduro ordered new military drills across the country's poorest neighborhoods. The move came just days after U.S. forces destroyed a vessel near Venezuelan waters, which Washington claimed was carrying illegal narcotics. The confrontation has revived fears of a deeper conflict in the Caribbean region. According to reports from Reuters and BBC News, the U.S. strike targeted what President Donald Trump described as a narco-terrorist boat. 6 people were reportedly killed in the operation, bringing the total number of casualties from similar U.S. actions since September to at least 27. American officials said the strike took place in international waters and was based on confirmed intelligence about the vessel's involvement in drug trafficking routes linked to South America. President Trump has also ordered the deployment of additional naval assets to the Caribbean, including 8 warships, fighter jets, and a nuclear-powered submarine. The White House insists the buildup is part of a broader mission to curb the flow of narcotics into U.S. territory. However, regional observers see it as an unmistakable show of force meant to pressure Caracas politically and militarily. Despite growing criticism in Washington, the U.S. Senate recently failed to pass a war powers resolution that sought to limit the president's authority to launch attacks without congressional approval. The Washington Post noted that this vote effectively gave the Trump administration continued freedom to act against Venezuela under the guise of anti-drug operations. In response, President Maduro accused the United States of orchestrating a plan to overthrow his government and seize control of Venezuela's vast oil reserves. Speaking through the Telegram messaging app, Maduro vowed to defend every mountain, coast, school, hospital, and market from what he described as imperialist aggression. He also called on both the military and civilian militias to prepare for any foreign attack. Footage aired on Venezuelan state television showed columns of armored vehicles and soldiers patrolling the crowded neighborhoods of Petar, a Caracas suburb known for its strong socialist base. Similar exercises were announced in nearby Miranda State, reflecting what analysts called an attempt by Maduro to project military strength amid growing domestic instability. Earlier this month, Maduro warned that Venezuela might soon declare a nationwide state of emergency if what he called U.S. provocations continued. In August, thousands of Venezuelans reportedly registered with local militias, saying they were ready to defend the country in case of a foreign invasion. Al Jazeera highlighted that these moves reflect rising nationalist sentiment amid an economic crisis that has crippled public services and left millions struggling to survive. President Trump has repeatedly accused Maduro and senior officials in Caracas of running a massive drug trafficking network. The U.S. Justice Department in August even doubled its bounty for information leading to Maduro's arrest, from $25 million to $50 million, accusing him of leading a narco state. Maduro strongly denied the charges, calling them part of a smear campaign designed to justify military intervention. Venezuela's Interior Minister, Diosdado Cabello, also lashed out at Washington, claiming the U.S. was trying to steal Venezuela's wealth and natural resources. Cabello, a key Maduro ally and powerful political figure, argued that the American actions were not about drugs, but about reclaiming control over oil, gold, and minerals that once made Venezuela one of the richest countries in Latin America. Experts say the latest escalation reflects deepening mistrust between both governments. Political analyst Phil Gunson of the International Crisis Group told Reuters that Maduro is using U.S. hostility to rally domestic support, while Trump's team views Caracas as a convenient target to display toughness on foreign policy. Each side is feeding off the other, Gunson said, and that makes de-escalation very difficult. Meanwhile, international attention turned to opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who last week won the Nobel Peace Prize for what the committee described as her tireless and peaceful struggle for democracy. Her award was widely seen as a symbolic blow to Maduro's regime, which has been accused of human rights violations, electoral fraud, and silencing dissent. The recognition added more global pressure on Caracas at a time when isolation is deepening.